I have a theory. It's more about Valko's lore and either what it would have been or what it will be when we get him back. And I've had this thought for a while, honestly, since even before Valko was announced, with the past two love interests that were released with Silas and Caleb. They both kind of say similar things in the ways they are the same. For Silas, for example, they share a soul, they're kindred spirits, and in that way they are the same. With Caleb, they are from the same source and therefore are the same. You may remember in Valko's second trailer, he says a line about how they came from the same biomolecular soup. And we're kind of getting that repetitive nature of how they are the same. At the beginning of the game, we get told that the main character has protocore syndrome, but since then, we haven't really dived into her own protocore syndrome. We've kind of briefly touched on it with Zane. Aside from that, though, we haven't really seen her, delve into it herself. We've seen it affect other people when in Death and Rebirth they were investigating that whole thing where they were doing those test trials to almost cure death, but also to cure protocore syndrome, and it was not working. And we've also seen in stories such as Find Tobias where he is struggling very bad with his protocore syndrome and how some of these people are even turning into wanderers. But we've never actually really seen it affect the main character all that much, and I'm very curious to where that storyline's going to go, because I don't think they just put in there that she has protocore syndrome for no reason. I think that's something we are going to dive into at some point, and I think there's potential that we could also dive into it with Valko. Because my theory is I think that Valko also has protocore syndrome, and that gives MC someone who she can relate to, who is going through a similar experience that she is. I also think that Valko probably has it a lot worse than MC, and he is potentially turning into a wanderer. If you are playing in the battle portion of the game, there is a wanderer that looks like a wolf and howls. And I think it's just foreshadowing of what his lore might be and the fact that he is turning into a wanderer. And also, if you remember, in the original live stream, it kind of was advertised that the Deep Space Hunters were hunting a wolf, almost treating it like a wanderer. I think that would be a really cool direction for the story to go in if we even get Valko at this point. So hopefully Influence can just smarten up and just bring him back. Thank you. Okay, bye.